it loose, and he did. 7 of 7 from the floor with 19 points in the first quarter, which is the most points he's scored in any quarter in his career. And the Sixers out early and up by 7. We move to the third quarter with the Sixers now on the wrong end of it, down 9. Donovan Mitchell's head fake is effective, and he makes the 3. Leads to 12. Mitchell, beautiful little step back there, and it's a 13-point lead. Jordan Clarkson, his star turn continues to add more and more nights like this, where he is getting whatever he wants. Jazz lead by a dozen after 3. Simmons trying to keep the Sixers in it. Attacks the rim, and it's an 8-point game. Ensuing possession. It's Simmons on the run. T. Steibel, good pass. 6-point game. Sixers down 7. Tobias Harris. About halfway through the final quarter, and it's a 4-point game, but there's Clarkson, corner 3. Bottoms. Less than 3 to go. Jazz up 10. Mitchell find Royce O'Neal alone. He buries it. How about 40 for Clarkson, 42 for Simmons. No Embiid, but entertaining game out there between the Jazz and the Sixers. Do your research on this remarkable run for Utah. The active 8-game win streak comes on the heels of an 11-game streak, which adds up to 19-1, which is tied for a run in 1997 as the best 20-game span in franchise history. Dominant run's been keyed by relentless three-point shooting, making almost 17 a night, on pace to be the most in NBA history. They're also making over 5 more threes per game than their opponents, which speaks to the work they're doing on both ends. And the Jazz win percentage currently 20 points higher than last year, despite almost no roster turnover. Elias tells us that's on pace for the highest increase over the past 50 years by a team returning 90% of their minutes. Now, they've gotten everybody's praise and attention. Giannis recently called Utah, quote, the best team in the West. They've now won 8 in a row, best record in the game. But as I have said about them before on this show, they're the best team in the West. They're going to have to beat the Lakers 4 times in 7 games this spring to prove it. And they'll likely have to play either the Nuggets or the Clippers on the way to the Lakers, presuming everybody does what they're supposed to do. All I'm saying is it's a really steep hill to climb out west. To that point, we'll get to the Clippers in a minute. We thought this would be a high-scoring affair between the Nets and the Kings, and it is. Kyrie has the Nets up 5, but on the other end, Hassan Whiteside gets the home team back within 3. Third quarter now. Harden. Bottoms. Buddy Hield hits the 3. And Brooklyn now has a 12-point lead as they play. About 5 minutes to go in the third. Clips hosting the Heat. No Paul George or Patrick Beverly or Kawhi. Okay, who's playing? Well, Jimmy Butler is. So is Bam Adebayo. Off the give from Butler. The Heat within 3. Sometimes hustling doesn't work out. The Heat try to save it. It ends up with Marcus Morris Sr. He gets a corner 3. Loves that shot. A lot of the guys in the league do. It leads back to 5. Off the Tyler Hero miss. Oh, beautiful behind-the-back pass. Lou Williams to Reggie Jackson. Good one going out in Los Angeles midway through the third. Clips lead by. Update on the Cavaliers and the Warriors. Just before halftime, Steph, another 3. And the Warriors, thanks to Curry, see the lead beginning to grow. Third, Draymond hands to Steph. You're just immune to how many threes this man makes on a nightly basis. You had to get tricky down there with Allen ready to challenge the shot. He's got 34, 7 of 10 from 3, and they are blowing out Cleveland late third. Some good things that happened on a Monday. The G League, the Ignite, Jalen Green passed on college basketball, preparing himself for the NBA. Hangs and hits there. Ignite would win this one by 7. Green would go for 22. He will go very high in the draft. Chet Holmgren someday will as well. He's one of the top high school players in the country. Still waiting to see what he will do if he plays in college up in Minnesota. Imagine you're like some poor high school kid and you're trying to play against this guy. He's out there raining in threes and blocking everything, and then regulate. Minihana behind 18 from hold 2. Because he's not going to win that one with Rudy Gobert attacking the rim. Joe Ingles feeding him. Ben Simmons was scoring and scoring and scoring. A 7 for 7 first quarter, 19 points, a career high for points in a quarter. Simmons doing it all sorts of different ways, mostly close to the bucket, as we understand. Midway through the second, Sixers up 1. Off the Danny Green miss, Dwight Howard. Sixers outscore the Jazz 38-28 points in the paint in the first half. 4-point lead for the road team. Jordan Clarkson on the drive with the and one. He had 19 in the first half. That's a bunch of mess that goes in. Bogey. Bojan Bogdanovic there after the free throw. Jazz lead by 2. Donovan Mitchell not in the highlight. Now he is. Euro stepping and drawing the and one. Into the third quarter. Jazz leading by 9. Donovan Mitchell hits the 3. Jordan Clarkson. Another 3. Mitchell. Oh, beautiful move. It's an 11-point lead as they're playing the final 3 minutes of the third. Kyrie Irving and the Nets taking on the Kings. Two teams that love to get up and go. Not a whole lot of defense. These figure to be entertaining highlights and an entertaining game. Kyrie hits the bucket there. Kyrie, a 2-point basket there. On the other end, Buddy Hield.
Shout out to the Bahamas.
He hits the 3. Hield. As I mentioned, we're 41-38 early second. Harden, step back triple. 46-43 with 8 to go in the second. The Knicks have won a couple in a row. Going for 3 straight at home against the Hawks. Put some respect on that man's name. The All-Star, Julius Randle. Randle, step back.
Gotta get out on that.
All 3 of these, you better tonight. Randle. Turn around. Doing all sorts of work. 17 in the first quarter, 7 of 8 from the floor, 3 of 4 from 3. He was just getting warm. Trae Young. Be careful, he'll stop and you'll get called for a foul. He had 23 and 8. Hawks down 3. 3-point lead.
Oh.
Derrick Rose hangs and hits. Knicks lead by 5. Randle. His night. He's still not done. That's a new career high with 7 threes. Baseline J. Randle goes for 44, 9, and 5. I know New York is aware of this. Basketball match.